So now the campus of Jussieu. So you have like two distinct pieces of architecture. One very long bar, it's 260 meters. It's so-called the Casson bar, ABC, very simple, and the F bar. They have like respectively like 25,000 square feet, 40,000 square feet. They're accommodating labs, auditoriums, classrooms. Well, the university is made of 10,000 staff members, 60% of them being faculty or senior researchers. There are like 4,000 engineers, technicians, and administrative staff that are working to maintain this site that is full of labs and very complex scientific facilities. And it has, let's say, the complexity of an airport. The problem, you might have heard about that, in 1996, the campus almost was closed because of asbestos, and it has probably led to the death of many people on this campus. According to the figures, maybe 20 people.
My concept of the ideal school is autonomy. Does everyone knows what are MOOCs and SPOCs? No? Who knows? Okay. So, a MOOC is a massive online open course. For me, the best would be to learn to the pupils to learn by themselves in total autonomy.
Because I've been doing this tour where I've met more than 350 people in education technology and education innovation, I've wondered, why so many people are focusing on the amazing technologies, big data, artificial intelligence, and others that you can use applied to education. And that we're, focusing on the technology and look at our technology, we're using VR and stuff, more than just thinking about the pedagogy, about how you use those tools, because they're merely just tools. How you use those tools to enhance learning outcomes, to enhance engagement. And this often lacks.
Labster, we're a Danish education technology company, and we've been existent since 2012. And from just the two co-founders setting up the company in 2012, we now employ 55 people and keep employing new people all the time. We produce virtual laboratory simulations. So the idea is there that just like pilots, they use simulators in how they rehearse and practice are flying and coming up with all sorts of scenarios and testing them. We produce virtual laboratories in the same way that students can actually try out and be immersed in science experiments. They can actually work in a lab, and everything is gamified. So you've got quizzes, you've got trials. It's like playing a game where you keep being tested up, and we're having to go through different missions to be able to come up with the end goal.
Je pourrais dire en résumé que Kiron, c'est une organisation dont l'objectif est de donner accès à la formation pour les réfugiés. Accéder à l'université, pourquoi faire, etc. Mais en fait, ça part du constat que les personnes déplacées, et elles sont de plus en plus nombreuses aujourd'hui, ont vraiment toutes sortes d'obstacles énormes pour reprendre leurs études, et notamment dans le cas des conflits, dans le cas de pays déstabilisés, on voit pas très bien comment est-ce qu'un pays peut se reconstruire si toute une génération n'a plus accès en fait à l'occasion d'acquérir des compétences qu'elle va pouvoir utiliser pour reconstruire.
Pour moi, je trouve que la particularité de Kiron, ou du modèle Kiron, c'est au-delà, on va dire, de l'innovation, on va dire, technique, c'est-à-dire l'apprentissage hybride, donc de proposer une modalité d'apprentissage hybride, c'est aussi, pour moi, je trouve, la relation qu'il y a avec les universités partenaires. C'est-à-dire que Kiron va développer, à partir de ressources ouvertes, de ressources gratuites, des MOOC, des programmes d'apprentissage qui ensuite vont être reconnus par les universités. Donc il y a un travail, on va dire, vraiment avec les universités de reconnaissance, voilà, des compétences qui sont acquises en ligne, qui pour moi est assez innovant et prometteur, et puis assez innovant quoi, dans ce domaine-là.
On a 24 universités partenaires en tout, donc ils sont en Allemagne, en France et en Jordanie. C'est un réseau qu'on travaille à étendre. En France, on est officiellement une association depuis le mois d'avril, donc avril 2016, donc c'est tout neuf. Mais donc on est en contact avec plusieurs partenaires, on leur présente la démarche et on essaie d'avoir des relations assez proches avec eux pour que justement la transition soit la plus fluide possible et que, en fait, une fois que les gens comprennent l'intérêt d'aider ce public spécifique, ils fassent aussi des efforts pour faciliter leur intégration dans l'université par la suite.
And also the rooftop, because at the time Jussieu was built until the late 80s, it was possible to walk on the roofs to go from one place to the other, and there was a suspended garden. So now you can see that there are just chimneys and technical facilities on the rooftops, but initially there was a huge, beautiful garden that was linking all the dots of the matrix, so to speak. And there is still this remaining empty field. This kind of no man's zone that was before the wine warehouses, where we're gonna probably hopefully build a science incubator there. I really hope we'll be able to announce that this project will be built there. As I said, there's a lot of discussions going on with lawyers and architects and so on, and all the partners of the project. So the city of Paris, the region of Paris, the region of Île-de-France, so the Paris area region, that are funding the project. But if we build it, we'll be very proud to have brought like innovating, learning and research architecture in the heart of Paris.
Donc on leur propose de commencer leurs cours en ligne sur notre plateforme, le temps qu'ils puissent se stabiliser, le temps qu'ils trouvent des solutions aux barrières qu'ils ont le plus souvent pour accéder à la formation, et ensuite de rejoindre une université partenaire. Donc le premier lien, c'est qu'on permet de commencer en ligne et de continuer comme un étudiant normal. Et ensuite, bien sûr, qu'en creusant le concept et en faisant les premiers essais, on se rend compte qu'il y a besoin de beaucoup d'accompagnement, parce que c'est très dur, comme on sait, de s'autodiscipliner suffisamment pour étudier en ligne. Donc une grande partie de nos efforts aussi vise à recréer ce côté social de l'apprentissage et à trouver des moyens de donner aux gens des occasions de se rencontrer dans des lieux physiques qu'on appelle des study centers.
So, being in a virtual lab, it gives you those competencies, it gives you the skills, the knowledge, and you'll be able to try out actually being in that lab. So when you get into the physical lab and actually doing the experiments, you'll be able to do it quicker. You would have gone through all the kind of dangerous things. You would be able to fail. You'll be able to explore what is it I'm not good at. So when you go into the physical lab, then you're able to work a lot better understanding, doing the experiments quicker, and maybe also come up with new ideas. What would happen if I did this? So in an innovation sense, it also makes sense, and so there's a lot of advantages of mixing the two worlds of both digital and physical. The virtual laboratories is a toolbox. It's a new material, and that we can see is actually proving the motivation, the engagement and the motivation of students.
C'est peut-être une modalité qui va devenir un peu plus générale à l'avenir, on ne sait pas. Hein. Peut-être que les universités vont se rendre compte qu'il y a peut-être moyen de plus utiliser l'enseignement hybride, de mélanger les cours en ligne et les cours en présentiel. Ça peut avoir un effet positif pour inclure des personnes qui n'auraient pas pensé à reprendre des études supérieures, ou même pour compléter des cours et avoir des cours qui sont plus ouverts, plus flexibles. Peut-être qu'on peut faire la partie théorique à la maison et la suite en field trip sur le terrain. Donc du coup, ce que je trouve vraiment intéressant, c'est que ça, à mon avis, ce serait pas impossible que ça inspire, et on l'espère, d'autres initiatives, même au sein des universités, pour un public peut-être plus large que les réfugiés.
So you think that we don't need bricks and mortar schools, like traditional schools, buildings, or?
Sure that it will be hard for the little children to have no social interaction with other pupils, so that we should let the choice for pupils to have normal courses or MOOCs and SPOCs.
So I'm not for the 100% online learning, because you need social interaction. You need this human this human component in learning, and you need to exchange with others. You need to see others in order to learn well. And you cannot just stay in front of your computer or just with your VR set, and I think it lacks some strong social interactions.
The third project, so you see there, it's called M16 by the architect, but it's called Atrium by the users, because there's a big atrium in the middle, a big public area where people can meet, can gather, can look at each other and see. It's a very nice attempt. That was really the idea of having a common place and a friendly place for students, because at that time it was renovation of the campus was ongoing. It's been going on for 10 years, and it was clear that there were no center point for students, for first-year students who would come to that wonderful place and would be kind of scared of being lost in the middle of that matrix. So that was a good ambition, and I think it kind of, I mean, you'll probably see by yourself, but it kind of worked. And it was also, and I have to tell you that because when you get inside, it might not be obvious, but it was a very low-cost building. So cost was a very big issue, and it was a very cheap building. So in that sense, it was really a success by the architects.